YouTube crew, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. Now today I'm going over my top 3 Vanguard Sniper Supports that you know exactly what guns to level up, exactly how to set them up, and how to be most effective with them. Now before we jump in, I want you to take a few seconds, comment down below, what is one thing that you would change about the current state of Warzone with the Caldera map? Just one thing. Mine would be adding buy stations across the map so that people can still play aggressive and spend that cash that they seem to always have. Let's go ahead and jump in here. So today I'm going over the top 3 Vanguard Sniper Supports, but I just want to start off by saying that these are not in any particular order. They're not in a 3-2-1 order. Each of these guns is very effective, and each one brings something different to the table. So you have to figure out which one fits your playstyle, but more importantly, which one are you most effective with? Which one can you hit your shots with? I spent a lot of time this weekend researching Vanguard guns, looking at pros and cons, and trying to really balance mobility with limited recoil and guns that are versatile to create the most effective sniper supports. I have 3 for you, and each one is totally different. So let's go ahead and jump into build number 1. So let's go ahead and start off with the mobile build here, which is the PPSH. Now, this is different than the secondary PPSH that you're probably running for your ARs. Now, with the PPSH, the biggest thing to keep in mind is its range. It has great mobility. You're super fast with it. It has great strafe speed. It's great in close quarters. It's got a fast fire rate, great damage profile, but it does struggle at range a little bit. You know, in that 20 to 25 meter range, it does struggle. So you have to keep that in mind when positioning yourself. Use your slide canceling and use your speed to your advantage and put yourself in close quarter situations so that you can be most effective with the PPSH. Now with the build here, we are running the recoil booster. This is the biggest difference right here. I took off the light barrel and put on the 300mm to give us a little bit extra range, but it's still not the best sniper support in terms of range. Now we have the Mark VI Skeletal, which gives us the ADS speed, and because you have to put yourself in close quarter situations, the whole recoil thing, you know, we don't need as much recoil control. So 71 round mag, lengthened ammunition, leather grip, which gives us ADS speed and aiming stability. Then I have steady for the ADS firing move speed. That is your strafe speed. Then we have fully loaded. We have the Zach folding, which gives us the initial fire, the ADS, and the recoil recovery. Again, I put this one on because you don't need the sustained fire because you are putting yourself in those close quarter situations. And then we have the slate reflector, which is my favorite kind of close quarters or mid-range optic that I'm using. Next up, let's go to the range gun, which is the Automaton. Again, slightly different than your normal Automaton AR build because I need this to still have good ADS. I still need it to be effective in close quarter situations just in case I'm in a scenario like that. So we kind of built this a little bit differently. It's still good at range. You're not going to be able to beam people from 80 meters, but that's not where you need it to be most effective. I put this together so that you have decent mobility. You can still strafe well with it. You can even hip fire a little bit with it, but it's effective in those close quarter scenarios. Just keep in mind that you are not super fast with it. This isn't your most mobile build, so you're going to have to be careful with that. Constantly be aware of where your cover is and be thinking ahead in terms of your positioning so you don't get caught in a situation where you die because you're just too slow. So we have the Automaton here, Mercury Silencer, Anastasia Sniper Barrel, Mark VI Skeletal for the ADS speed. And again, similar to PPSH, I'm less worried about the recoil on the Automaton because you're in those close quarter scenarios. And as you saw from the gameplay, it still absolutely fries. We have the 45 round mag, FMJ rounds here because I don't need the range, so we'll take the bullet penetration. We'll take being able to shoot through walls in those close quarter scenarios. Fabric grip, which gives us ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, which is super important, as well as hip fire accuracy. Then we have steady for the ADS firing move speed, again, giving us that strafe speed. We have fully loaded. Zach Skeletal, which gives us aim walking movement speed, again, when we're ADS and we're walking around a corner or something. We have the aim walking steadiness and initial firing recoil, taking away a little bit of sprint to fire and a little bit of hip fire. And then again, we have the slate reflector. Now, last up is our versatile build. You know, it mixes both. It has good mobility. It has good range. It's not great at either of them. It's not better than either, you know, the Automaton at range or the mobility of the PPSH, but it's a good all-around sniper support. Is the Volkswagen, the Volkswagen as we are calling it moving forward. It's one that not a lot of people probably have leveled up, so take some time to level it up. I love this gun. It's got a good fire rate. It's got good mobility as you've seen from the gameplay. It does have a really good damage profile, and overall, it is a great sniper support. So for our build, we have the Mercury Silencer VDD 287mm barrel. Gives us ADS speed, aim walking movement speed, and sprint to fire. Again, we lose the bullet velo because we don't really need it. It's an AR. It is an assault rifle. So just by nature, it has a little bit more range than an SMG, so we don't need the extra bullet velocity. Then we have the Carver foregrip, which gives us recoil control and hip fire accuracy. We have the 40-round mag, FMJ again, because we can shoot through walls. We don't need the bullet velocity of the lengthened ammo. We have Fabric Grip, which gives us ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, and hip fire accuracy. Then we go to Steady, again, ADS firing move speed. Notice these things I'm trying to build with good ADS, still have a little bit of range in there, give us good mobility in terms of strafe speed and stuff like that. We have the Krausnik S12V PS stock, which gives us recoil control, recoil recovery, flinch resistance, and accuracy. So what I noticed is without this barrel, the recoil is a little bit out of control. So I put this on to give us a little bit of that recoil control, and then I have the slate reflector. So try all three of those builds, see which one works best for you. Ultimately, that's what it comes down to, is what can you hit your shots with? What are you most effective with? And more importantly, what fits your playstyle? So I hope you found today's video helpful. Go dominate in Vanguard, no matter what it is, Vanguard Royale, Vanguard Resurgence. Let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.